Welcome to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As you come into the room, drop your crowns in the chat and let me know where you're watching from. It's going to be a mashup, as you know we did last week, a mashup of the Shahs of Sunset and the Real Housewives of Potomac. Latest episode, we're going to discuss it. I'm going to drop the call-in link once we get to 100 likes. But if you are a Royal Court member, I'll be dropping the call-in backstage link for you guys to get the exclusive in the community tab on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We're live on multiple platforms this evening. We're live on the Kempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. We're live on Twitch and Twitter at the Kempire. And what's up, TikTok? We're also live on TikTok as well. But you guys know how it's our new tradition on how to start the show. We're going to do a little bit of some music and get us going. Shout out to everyone that's already in the chat. Appreciate you all being here. Let's get into this music first, and then we will start the recap. Welcome to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, everyone. Vegas is in the house. I love knowing where you guys are watching from. Let's get our energy up. Happy Monday. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. If not, this is one way to get your body moving and in a better mood. Oh, I love it. You guys are Philly's in the house. Miami's in the house. New York is in the house. New Jersey. Alabama, what's going on? Drop those crowns in the chat. I'm your boy, TheKempire. Woo! Oh, Lord, I don't know. Sometimes when I do that, I'm like, should I be doing that? It's getting a little warm in here, but I love doing it. And so many of you guys love when we start off the show that way. Welcome to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. As I said before, this is where you're getting daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and things like tonight, your reality TV recap. So we're going to be doing a quick recap on Shahs of Sunset and the Real Housewives of Potomac. If you were here last night, we had a subscribers only chat. Today it's open to everyone. And once we hit 100 likes, I'll be dropping the call-in link for you guys to call in. Speaking of, let me just drop the call-in link on our community tab on here. Just give me 1 second, guys, as I do that. As I'm doing this, be sure to let me know your thoughts on last night's episode of Shahs of Sunset and the Real Housewives of Potomac. I dropped by the Grace Reports channel earlier today to rehash and relive last night's episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac, along with my girl, Layla Lynn. If you missed that, be sure to check that out. After this live, I'll post a link in the description for our replay group. Let me just post this here for 1 second, guys. So if you are a Royal Court member, I am posting the backstage link so you have first dibs. Backstage link. I know one day I'm going to post this to the public and I'm like, damn it, which is okay, but y'all know. All right. So, all right. It is posted. There we go. Let me just go here. Shout out to our new members. If you've joined the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, we have a new YouTube membership where you can become Team Kempire or you can become a Royal Court member for the low price of $2.99 a month. I appreciate everyone that has joined, but I appreciate if you're just a subscriber and you're watching and viewing and liking and sharing. All of that means so much to the channel. But if you would like to become a member of the channel, head on over to teamkempire.com, and our texting community is growing and growing and growing. And I love talking with you guys and connecting with you on a more personal level. Join today, a part of our texting community, textkempire.com. More information is available in the description of this video. As I said before, we are live on multiple platforms, including TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, all of them. If you're not following us on any of those platforms, you might want to start because you might miss out when we do exclusives for those different platforms. All right? All right. Shout out to Kirsty. She's a new member. I saw a couple people joined the membership. I appreciate your support of the channel. Thank you guys so much. Wait, Nicole, what is this? I think the Kempire family should stay in the house they did on Sunday. What? I don't understand. Jackie says, love it, Kempire, watching you dance. That is a good way to start your show. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. If you missed out, we did... speaking of Shahs of Sunset, we did a live, our Sunday Fun Day brunch hour with Fem Tarot. If you have not booked up a reading with her, even some of the things that she predicted in regards to Shahs, we are seeing it play out in that preview. That preview for next week's episode, it's like, oh, Fem Tarot is a real deal. People that have gone to her have confirmed that. Even in the chat yesterday, people were confirming some of the things that she predicted. It's kind of spooky because even, I'm a Taurus. So even there's a small percentage of earth sign in me that's like, is this real? So trust and believe, I'm thinking that. But watching Reza in this episode, I just look at him. I've been saying it. I feel like there's something very dark about Reza. Something very, very, very dark about him. And just seeing him and how he was sort of attacking London. You already know how I feel about London. Is she my favorite character? No. However, I do feel like she brings a balance to the crazy of what's going on the show. But him coming at London, I was like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. I know we saw it in the preview last week, but even then, I was just like, why? Because Reza does not like anyone taking attention from him. Did London talk too much in this episode? Yeah, but Reza is a typical Leo. Happy Leo season. I have a Leo moon. It is what it is. But the attention has to be on him, and all of his friends have made it so easy for the attention to be on him and for everything to be centralized around him. But at the top of this latest episode, Tommy says, no, I don't care if he drops the restraining order. He's not meeting Shams. I'm not going to meet Shams. Okay. Oh, Dave says, I cannot stand Reza. Look, I understand that Reza is great for the show, but I could never be his friend. Based on what Fem Tarot predicted yesterday, she was saying that the only reason that Mercedes is friends with Reza is because, I can't remember her exact words, but she says she's using this whole restraining order and Tommy as an excuse for what's his name? I can't even think of his name. Reza not meeting Shams. I believe it because based on what I know, I think she is definitely trying to protect her son. And I don't blame her. I wouldn't want that energy around my son either. Just saying. Real talk. Look, real talk. And I'm sure you guys feel the same way too. Would you want a snake around your baby? Not me. Definitely not me. So he says Reza is horrible. I also want to know who that housewife she was talking about. Was it Tiffany Evans? She's young and just had a baby. I don't know. Based on what I have to watch it again myself, y'all. I did it live, so I didn't get a chance to rewatch what we did. But in regards to what Young Rich is saying, Fem Tarot predicted this housewife for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and basically what she's saying that we all know her. I don't think it's Tiffany Evans because the vibe that I was getting from from Femtara was that it's someone that we all would know. Tiffany Evans, I don't think everyone I know interviewed Tiffany Evans. I love Tiffany Evans, but I don't think it's her. She might be good though for the show. She's so incredibly talented though. I need more from her. Elizabeth, welcome to our YouTube membership. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Okay. You know what? Nicki Minaj is not going to be a housewife. She might want to host the show, but she's not going to get down in the muck. I hope not. Lord, no, Nicki. Nicki follows me on TikTok. Don't do it, Nicki. This is the one episode because I wanted to do this live because I have some other things I need to do right after this live. This is the one episode I just watched it right before the live, and I didn't get to watch it twice like I normally would because it's just been one of those types of days. But it's fresh in my mind, and I didn't take notes, but it's all right. It's all right because there's really not a lot happening in Shahs. And some of you have already said that they could end Shahs today. It's all right. They're just rehashing the same old drama. And they literally show clips of the past. And it's like, okay, sidebar. What's going on with Gigi's confessional look? Why does she look like Madame Vampire? What is going on, Gigi? And why is Gigi the voice of reason? Why is she the voice of reason? Okay, Nema and Destiny flirting. I feel like Mike does. Like, this is awkward, but I wouldn't say that Destiny is a jaguar of any kind. If anything, I could see that working out. But Nema admitting that he's like a 10-minute man. I mean, can we talk? Look, can we talk? I think there are moments in relationships. Look, I think there are moments in relationships where 10 minutes is sufficient. However, if that's your best, Nema, now I understand what we've all been thinking about Nema. It's sort of like, oh, that makes sense. But Mike over-exaggerating, saying that he used to break backs and do things like that. I mean, part of me believes that, but I'm not 100% convinced. I'm not 100% convinced. I kind of feel like Nema does. He's like, you're over-exaggerating just a tad. But speaking of Mike, I think Mike might not come back to the show. I think if Mike does come back to the show, it really is just because of the check, and he needs the check. But if he didn't need the check, Mike wouldn't do the show anymore. I think he's really feeling the toxicity of his friendships with these people. I really feel that he does. But speaking of, just rewinding back at the top of the show, Tommy confirms, nope, nothing is going to happen. Reza's talking with Adam. Adam also feels like, I don't want to end this restraining order, but he more than likely would versus Tommy. Tommy's like, no. Not happening. Why did Tommy say he would rather see the Yankees win? I was like, are you a Mets fan? How are you from? Oh, I guess that makes sense. He's from Queens, right? So that would make sense. That would make sense that he's a Mets fan. He looks like a Mets fan. No shade to the Mets fans. Technically, I'm a Mets fan. I guess. I don't watch baseball. Why am I sitting here pretending? Anyways, let me see what you guys are saying. I apologize. I have a whole new setup. I hope you guys no more green screen. If you didn't know what it was, a green screen. We got some flowers. Let me give you a tour. I got my Basquiat, not an actual Basquiat, but I love Basquiat. And unfortunately, you guys can't see, but he has a crown on. Maybe I'll move this back the next live so you can see his crown. He has a crown. I got more stuff that's going to be coming. There's going to be more stuff coming, but this is the studio. The studio we're building out, and yes, I'm standing. That's the only way that I can dance. There will be days where I'm sitting down, though. Okay? All right. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We are live on multiple platforms. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. Once we get to 100 likes, I will drop the call-in link, and we are almost there. I appreciate you all being here. Now, let me just do some backstage things, y'all. We're talking about Shahs of Sunset, and we're talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac, because last night we did do a recap, but that recap was really for only subscribers only chat. That's all we had. But I like to, because we're talking about Shahs, I didn't. Shahs it's okay this season, but it's not enough to do a whole live about. Let's be real. But I think you guys have more to say in regards to last night's episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac. If you are a Royal Court member, we've already posted the backstage link for you to call in and share your thoughts. I see a couple of people already backstage. We will be taking callers in just a second. Let me just take care of some stuff backstage. There we go. Matter of fact, let me just put this over here. This is perfect. All right. Oh, goodness. Why would you say Nema is gay? I don't know if Nema's definitely a metrosexual. I don't know if he's gay. I don't know if I believe that. Hold on, y'all. I'm a little sweat. It's a little hot in here. Oh, Sashay, did I mention that you guys that I put this desk together? Yes, I did put the desk together. I have a new standing desk. Before I was using my dining table. I was using this as I had a dining table. I removed that. Now I have a standing desk. But there will be days where I'm sitting down. So thanks for asking. Yes, I did it myself, y'all. Y'all know I'm not handy like that. But when I want to get some things done, I get some things done. So thank you so much, Boxster Girl. Appreciate it. Renee says Tamara. Oh, you mean Tamar, right? Braxton. Andrea says, and I'm sure you're alluding to Nema. High maintenance, not gay. He's definitely a metrosexual. I like Nema. Do I like him for the show? I don't know. I mean, he mixes well with the group. His flirtation with Destiny, I was like, I'm like, that's not the pair that needs to get together if you want to make the show interesting. That's not the pair. If anything, they're boring together. They're boring separately and they're boring together. But their whole conversation about sex and things like that, I thought that was probably one of the most interesting things that happened in Shahs of Sunset this week. We had Tommy at the top of the episode. Why did MJ send the guys in her friend group why? That, first of all, because you're mad at Tommy. If I was in a relationship with MJ, we would probably be ending. You just sent your friends. I wouldn't even want you around them. Why would you send your friends pictures of your chest? Not even pictures. It was video. That was weird. And then they were all talking about it. And then Michael was like, oh, it was a nice chest. She wanted validation from some men because she wasn't feeling validated by Tommy. I'm giving this relationship, if anything, another year, because that's not normal. If you're upset with your man to send your chest to your male friends, like, what? That made no sense. Is that going to make Tommy upset? I don't understand. Exactly, April. If I was Tommy, I'd be livid. I would be livid too. Velda says MJ and Tommy are crude. I mean, they are, but it's just weird. Now I get what you guys are saying about MJ. You know, I've been on the fence about MJ. I don't love her, but I don't hate her as much as you guys do. I probably just like Reza more than anyone on the show. But in this episode, Reza coming for London, I know London was talking a lot. London can be annoying in her own way. However, I just felt like it was mean. It was mean. And in this episode, we see the conversation between Reza and Gigi, and Gigi, explaining her fears. We just became friends, but last year you were turning on your best friend of like 30 plus years. So how can I trust you? And Reza's like, well, Reza was definitely drunk. They all were drunk. This place that they're staying, I'm like, it's nice, but with all those animal heads around, that's what makes it creepy. Right? I don't mind the decor, but all those dead animals, stuffed animals, I was like, no, that is not for me. That is not for me, y'all. Hold on, let me just doing some stuff here, y'all. Okay, there we go. Let me see what you guys are saying. Elizabeth says, MJ and Tommy, I only give them the 6 months. I'm surprised they've made it as far as they have. I like seeing Tommy with Shams. I think he's going to be a great dad. If anything, she was smart by having a child with him, because I think he is going to be a great dad. But the relationship, no, I think the relationship is done. I'm going to have to ask them tarot. We're going to have to do like a Shahs of Sunset, just tarot reading on the entire cast. This is to see where their heads are at. I'm trying to think of some of the things that stood out to me in this episode. So Nema talking about his sex life, being a 10-minute man. Tommy says that no, Reza's never going to meet Shams. Reza doesn't know yet. Next week, I think Reza will find out. They're going to be talking about it. MJ showing off her bazooms to her friend group. Mike is on the fence about his friendships with everyone. I don't blame him, because they are toxic, but he's toxic too. And we see in the preview that Paulina is done with it. She's done with him cheating on her. Paulina, run. Paulina, you should run. Paulina, you should run and just get off the show because I don't find you entertaining at all. Hold on. Tommy is a good dad, but the relation probably won't last. Yeah, the relationship. I agree. Hold on. Their energy is off. Jennifer says MJ is going to sneak Shams to Reza, and that's going to be it for Tom. Damn, I hope she wouldn't do that. But based on what Femtaro said yesterday, MJ is also on the fence. She's using Tommy as an excuse to keep Shams away from Reza because, as we have observed about Reza, something ain't right. Something ain't right with Reza's energy. Something's not right with Reza's energy. I don't know what it is, but I would not want to be friends with. I barely want to talk about. I would never even if he said or his people reached out to me and said Reza would like to do an interview with you. I don't want. Where's my crystals? Y'all like my crystals back here? Let me bring my crystals to the front. Citrine. Hold on, y'all. I got this last year, almost a year. Isn't this beautiful? Citrine. I got tons of crystals, y'all. Got some amethyst. I gotta keep my crystals around me when we talking about Reza and his dark spirit. Just saying. Oh, I have a geode too. I have a geode. I have to bring all my crystals in. Look, we're setting up. You're going to start to see the back change up a little bit. I'm going to get some signage and all that good stuff. Maybe even some memorabilia from my Kempire radio days. Okay. Lulu says, "Hey Lulu, I think MJ wants Reza to meet baby Shams. Not according to Femtaro yesterday. You need to watch that one, Lulu. I believe her though. Hold on, y'all. Let me get because I'm standing, so gotta be comfortable. Look, gotta be comfortable." If you're just joining us, we're recapping Shahs of Sunset and the Real Housewives of Potomac. I didn't want to spend too much time on the Shahs of Sunset because the season's okay. It's okay. It's entertaining enough. I'm still catching up on the old episodes. We will be dropping we already reached 100. We are at 102 likes. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. I'm going to drop the call-in link. And I want to hear your thoughts. Today's live is all about your thoughts. I shared my thoughts last night on the Real Housewives of Potomac. I want to hear what you guys think about the latest episode. Is it a good season so far? Based on the ratings, some of you guys are already checking out of the Real Housewives of Potomac. Let me just drop the call-in link for you guys. Hold on one second. Okay, let me just do this, y'all. If you're just joining us, and let me just pin it here. What's going on? I love, I went live a little bit earlier than normal. I'm going to get a set schedule soon, y'all. Sometimes it's just better for me to kind of be a little bit more flexible with this because some days, depending on if I have appointments or things like that, business meetings, thank you, Jackie. Appreciate you all being here. Okay. All right, I posted the call-in link. I'm going to take callers in just a second. I just want to quickly share my thoughts on Potomac a day later. Hold on one second, y'all. All right, hold on, y'all. All right, there we go. Hold on. Kirby Q says, "Hey, Kev, I don't know what that cap is on." What's going on, Watch D? What's going on? Nice seeing you guys here. I've posted the call-in link for you guys. All right, I see a couple of people already backstage. Let me just do this. Velda says, Gigi is too crazy. She goes off the rails. Gigi, though, was semi-normal. I mean, she was drinking this episode, so she was clearly she was drunk. Let's not sugarcoat it. She was drunk. She was definitely drunk. It's okay, though. It's okay that she was drunk, right? It's okay that she was drunk. I mean, she didn't lose her mind. She didn't act up. She didn't attack anyone. If anything, she was more expressive with her feelings. Gigi's grown up a lot. Gigi has grown up a lot. I'm trying to think of anything else that I wanted to say about Shahs of Sunset. We're also recapping the Real Housewives of Potomac, but this is your recap. This is where you're able to call in and share your favorite moments, either from Shahs of Sunset or the Real Housewives of Potomac. We have quite a few people already backstage. I've pinned the call-in link. If you're just joining us, we are doing a quick recap of both Sunday night's Bravo. You're welcome, Bravo. Y'all need the ratings and the promotion. All right. Okay, so before we start taking some callers, I do want to just share some quick thoughts. As I said before, I dropped by the Grace Reports channel along with my girl Layla Lynn to recap last night's episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac. So I have some new thoughts. That's why sometimes you got to sit with these shows and watch them a couple of times. I'm still on the fence about Mia. Mia, to me, is really bringing it as a housewife. So she's bringing what we need as a housewife. But with that being said, I don't trust her as far as I can throw her. And based on what Candace said about her feet, I can't throw her that far. I can't throw her that far, but I don't trust her. And her pretending when she went to the joint chiropractic, oh, let's see what's in the cabinets. That's what you do? That's what's keeping you so busy? That's what's keeping you from bringing your son to his school event or whatever it may be? That's what's happening? Okay. We can pretend, but I do like she's bringing it from the jump. And if you missed out on our recap from last night, be sure to check it out here on the channel. Or if you missed our recap on the Grace Report channel, be sure to subscribe to our channel and also check it out there and drop your crowns in the chat. Okay. All right. Let's take a couple of callers. Finally, Justice, I'm going to bring you up for a comment. Hold on. Here we go. What's going on, finally, Justice?
Hey, how are you?
Oh, let me turn my volume down.
Well, oh my gosh.
That was my fault. I had my volume up because we were dancing.
All right. So one thing was that I wanted to know, did you see like the blog for Reality Blurb when they did the Dr. Wendy and her explaining why she's going tit for tat with Dr. Not Mia, borrowed Mia, messy Mia. Yeah, so basically that was posted Sunday at 6. So basically she was saying that the reason why she was hyped up like that with Mia at the pamper party was because she had just gotten in for a little tick with Gizelle before any of the other people came. And she was still amped up. So that's why she was
with Gizelle and they cut it out?
Yeah, they cut it out. Allegedly because Giselle's not happy with Wendy telling Robyn not to hop in between Karen and Giselle's little tick for tax. Because remember, that's what they were doing at the interlude party.
We needed that scene, though.
Yeah, so
Here
that's
they go
why.
Again with the editing.
Yeah, so I think right now I'm seeing like Dr. Wendy's not getting the best side of the editing. And one thing she did want to explain is that she is not trying, she has no beef with Mia. She's not upset with her, and she wants to get that cleared up.
Yeah.
It's because she's trying to actively post about what she felt in that episode.
Mm-hmm.
And Mia is misunderstanding and taking it as a dig for right now instead of live watching in a sense.
Oh, okay.
And she's blaming it on the fact that Mia is the new girl. So I thought I would bring that up because we're still trying to figure out the whole. And I'm starting to realize that I think there's a lot more stuff that's being cut out that would explain why things are going down the way they are.
And that's why I always say we have to kind of consider that editing is taking a part. But based on what you're saying, that's very critical. And I'm surprised that they would take away a fight between Wendy and Gizelle.
I guess it just didn't make the final cut I'm not sure what Truly Original is trying to accomplish with these, but I'm starting to see how the episodes are not really flowing the way they should from this to this to this. Mm-hmm. It seems like it's just separate stories or separate events that are happening that they're taking a part of. This is one event, that's that event, and they're blocking them off.
Yeah.
Instead of making it more of I don't know, I really miss how Bad Girls Club used to do it. They used to have you right there with the girls screaming, and then you have to come back next episode to finish the fight. That would be something. I'm not saying we have to go to that extreme, but it should be more of that editing to kind of lead us back in, because every time we come back, it's a totally different thing. We don't never see that conclusion of what happened.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up. Based on what we're seeing in the comments, people are saying that the season is dry so far. What's your feeling on the season? It's only episode 3 or 4? 4?
I think it's kind of like fizzling downwards a little bit now.
Uh-oh.
Because when you think about the hype that we had the first episode with the nude interlude and all of that weirdness, and then we're going down and into this, and now we're having people upset because of text messages. And I'm sorry, but if I was really upset about a text message, I would just call the person. That's why I have your number. And that probably would have been a better scene anyway, to have them argue on the phone a little bit, you know, or at least like, and I just feel like it's just going down further and further. And I think another problem is that there's nobody you can really dig at for Gizelle, because what are you going to do? Pick on her kids? You know, I mean, you can only say but so much about Gizelle before it's already all been said.
Remember, Giselle's picking on her kids for us already. No one else is going to do it.
We can't say nothing about them kids. We're going to be in trouble.
But that's the bad part. Giselle's the one doing it. I felt so embarrassed for poor Grace because her mom was embarrassing her on the show.
I didn't care for her mom laughing about it. I think her mom could have held it in a little better, at least until they got away from the cameras. They'd be like, "Come on, Grace, you got this." But I also understand that like Grace is like this teenager and they're very sensitive, and I understand that they're like, you know, working in Montgomery County Public Schools. I knew that in that area, in that Potomac, Bethesda area, those kids are very sensitive. So they're not
particular area.
Well, it's because like, you know, things are more sugar coated. Like you cry, like I've had people where like they've cried in class about like they didn't get 100% on a paper. They like a test, they got 2 questions wrong, and now they're boohooing, going in anxiety attacks.
I feel like that's everywhere, especially if you're like a straight A student. If something like that happens,
but it's a lot more pressure in that sense because it's more competitive.
Oh,
if you're saying that the best and the brightest and the people who have the most money and $3 million houses all live in this area, and they're all fighting for these top spots to go to these elite schools, scholarships, whatever, that's part of the issue, is that it's a lot more to fighting, you know, and it's a lot more pressure to be the best than compared to like, you know, you go down the street to Silver Spring. We just happy we didn't get in no fights at school today. You know,
oh Lord have mercy.
But I digress. I really think that hopefully this is going to be an upturn. Hopefully they do a better job editing, and I really think some of these scenes that we're seeing is a little bit chopped, even in the sense of like when they're having these disagreements, like with Askel, well, my Ethiopian queen over there who looks fabulous. And Mia, that little tit, I think like we missed something like right before that they cut out because it didn't flow. It didn't flow right because I didn't feel like Mia said enough for Askel to be like this. I think they really are like chopping and screwing it minute by second, and it's causing us to have these just weird vibes. But I do feel like Mia is a liar, and I think like it's either she's a liar or she's dumb.
Damn, you know what I just thought myself? I was like, both.
no, but like I think she really doesn't know as much as she says that she knows. And I really think she's trying, like I know she's lived a tougher life than most people, but I feel like she needs to take some time out to educate herself, get some self-love going, because right now it looks very thirsty. You don't know what part of your body you got done. You just going up there she's just going up there to the chop shop, like get it done, doctor. Whatever you see, tighten it up, baby.
But I have to say though, in comparison, you know, I'm a straight shooter. Pow, 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 pow. I think Wendy's body looks fantastic in comparison to Mia's.
I think Mia overdid it, and I think also Mia comes off as like, even though I have no problem with full figure people, no problem, whatever. But I'm just saying she's not fit. she doesn't look right and tight, like she's really working out, you know, to get this slimmer thing. Like compared to Wendy, who looks like she really like takes the time to watch what she eats and go outside, run, do the exercises.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it is. And I think until she gets better cleaned inside, get that body, you know, outside, work out, she'll be a better person and will be able to understand what's going on.
Yeah.
Because right now, I think she's just a lost little girl in this big adult world, because ain't nobody on national TV going to be talking about, I watched my husband do this and this with somebody else.
Yeah. I mean, I love, that's the thing about Mia that I enjoy, is that this is her first season and we already know so much about her, from her stripper past to being adopted. I mean, well, from being the foster care system to her relationship with her husband, how they met and what they've done in their relationship. I like the transparency.
Well, the thing is that I don't like how the transparency isn't always clear. It's still a little cloudy. It's like it was ran through the dishwasher with not good detergent. That's what it is.
Damn.
But I'll leave you. I'll let somebody else get up here because I can talk all day. Love you, Kempire.
Thank you so much, Molly. I appreciate you. Miriam.
Hey.
You an Avatar?
Okay. Yeah, today I have a bad hair day today.
What's going on, Miriam?
Well, it's a package. When you're married, it's a package. Even if it's like an excuse that MJ is using, I agree with the excuse. But honestly, I feel like, oh, you want to see my son? You have to take down that restraining order, because you have to put in mind, what if something happens to Shams when he, no, let's say something happens to, God forbid, I'm not going to use the kid, but something happens to MJ and Reza when they're meeting up and Shams is there. Who comes to the rescue for his wife? Tommy, and then he has a restraining order against Reza. They cannot have communications at all, at least not someone that Tommy is responsible for. It doesn't work that way, because things happen in life, you know, and he can't have a cop out. Let's see, didn't we see like La Grande Dame? She extended the olive branch to Michael Derby because of Ashley. And this is how it goes. You want Ashley to be part of your life, you have to try at least to make right by her husband. Regardless, you accept what he's done, you believe him or not. When you're married, you're a package. Mia, she's the MVP.
Oh.
She's all everybody's talking about. Who's talking about who? Who else? Like, she's the only one with things going. I think she's as smart as a fox. She pretends to be dumb, not knowing math, but she is the one cashing the checks. Okay? And I think when she went to the practice and she was checking, yes, the bosses, they do that. They want to see the layout, if it's consistent with every franchise. Yes, she might have overdone it for the cameras, but that is something that's common practice. When you're a business owner, like, they check on all the franchises to see that they are uniform or not.
Miriam, are you becoming a team Mia? It sounds as if
I am team Mia from the get-go. I like her. She is funny. She is everything we want in a housewife. She has delusional. She has pretentious. She's beautiful. She has money. She has the husband. She has a fabulous story. Like, you know, regardless what she did, like, do we blame her for working where she worked when she was put in the foster care system? That is rough. And, you know, and as far as like she missed something, like she missed to take her son somewhere, that is disheartening, but men do that all the time. Usually we see the man in the relationship, oh, I can't go, I got caught up here. And nobody says a word. We just say, oh, he's the breadwinner. Now they reverse the roles. And that's another genius thing that they did, at least for the show. I'm not saying they did that for the show, but I love seeing her husband now taking the stay-home parent role while she's out and about overcompensating, like you guys said earlier today. Yes, why not? But she has a story. She has money. She has a penthouse that looks to that fabulous river. Who has a home there? And she put herself as Giselle's target, I think, ever since she mentioned how many homes she had. Like it was like a deja vu from what happened with Monique. Yeah, she said, "Oh, I have homes." Yeah, listen.
It seems as if though that Giselle's open to her.
She's open to her because Mia played her by saying, "I think she has a beautiful soul." This is why I say Mia is smart as a fox. Her loyalty.
She said she has a beautiful spirit.
Yeah. She played Gizelle, but then she gave it right back to her, which her like, why are you telling her not to bring? She wasn't going to bring Karen to see her, and I don't think so. But the moment you say without Karen, it's like, oh, are you implying that I am not myself? That I'm being played or like puppeteered by Karen? Is that your implication? Yes. You know, she deserved all those text messages and more.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You know what? Then she retracted in a 180 housewife fashion. She's doing everything a housewife does. She's giving everything for the lovers and the haters. She's keeping everybody engaged.
This is going to be interesting because if you're a fan of the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, you know that this is Captain Twirl over here.
Yeah.
So you have a new person that you are very much loving right now.
Yeah, I am, because she's the only one we're talking about. What are you going to talk about? Like when, let's say, the famous quote of Robyn, "I'm so glad Juan is not here." It seems he is not in her bedroom. Like the way he woke her up in the morning didn't seem like he was there at all. You know, when someone, it's like when I go to check on my kids. Did you wake up? You have class now. Like he did the same thing. These two are so disconnected. There's no story there. Gizelle, she couldn't fake anymore, like add tax evasion allegedly to Pastor Holy Whore's resume. He's out, so he's not the target anymore. Now she's bringing her daughters. I love her daughters. Her daughters give her some human aspect, but I don't like how she's putting them on the spot right away.
Yeah.
That I don't like. That's very like cringy.
Quite, Mary, because I know you have teenagers. How did you feel though how Gizelle handled the whole learner's permit situation? Are your kids driving now?
Yes, my son is, and I think she failed on the written exam. There's a written part of it.
Yes.
To be honest with you, I wouldn't, because it's not only one time she failed. It's like it's not cool. My kids, this would never fly with them, especially in front of cameras.
Yeah.
My kids are not shy, but no. So she's trying to grab something. I feel like if we were to give a title for Potomac, this season is like the rehab season. Everybody's trying to rehab their images. Wendy, she's playing like, really? She made only a paragraph as a business proposal? A paragraph? The doctor with 4 degrees? Like, how fake is that? That was fake. She knows better. Come on.
Does she?
Well, I hope so. Unless she got all these 4 degrees online. I don't know.
Damn.
What is that? Like when she goes, "Oh, Karen, don't do that to me." She played like a girl. Like her 180 is one. It's mind blowing for me. Yeah. And then you have what's her name, Robyn, trying to portray that. I believe that there is truth to pandemic depression. Yes, there is.
Yeah.
But now that's her storyline, and that's why she's not doing the wedding that she was so waiting for it. Like she was living for that. Really, you don't need, if you know that big weddings are super spreaders. If you love Juan like we all do, you elope with your man. But then
she already had a big wedding.
She already had a big wedding. This is why I was just gonna tell you. I agree with Michael Derby. Why would they get married? They don't need to get married. They're already living together. They're co-parenting. They live in the same house. And, Juan was stung by her inability to manage finances one time. They lost big time money. And it's questionable why she trusted that person as much as she did. Allegedly, all I heard were rumors. I don't know if that's true or not. But I feel like he's with her just for the check, really, to recoup whatever he got lost. There is no love there. There is camaraderie. They are friends. They are like roommates.
Damn.
I feel like that's the vibe I feel. As Gizelle is rehabbing her image now, she's the mom that's trying to be emotionally available to her kids. And, pretending that because of the pandemic, she's not with the pastor. And we all know that's not the case. Who else? And Candace, she's rehabbing her image, but she cannot even fake it, because if she really is changing, if she's really changing, she should have invited Ashley. But she couldn't even do that, although Ashley wouldn't be there. So it would be great. I did the right thing. I invited her, but she couldn't come. But she couldn't even do that.
Yeah.
Just backtracking to the Pamper Ashley spa thing.
Yeah.
Remember when she said, I'm gonna try to be nice. I'm not gonna say a word. Like, she's going to a Pamper event for Ashley, who is about to give birth.
Mm-hmm.
And you are refraining yourself from attacking her again. What is your beef with Ashley? Like, her beef with anyone is, if they don't take her side, you are her enemy. And this is why she gave a chance to Karen, and she was appalled that Karen stood her ground. Like, why? Karen, she was in the middle. She's
mad at everyone that took Monique's side.
Exactly. That's why she's mad at Ashley, and she kept saying, oh, I'm gonna bite my tongue, I'm not gonna say a word. Those are her words. It's not like me attacking her or anything. I'm just saying, you know what, Candace, just live your truth and don't pretend that you're changing. Everybody's trying to change their image this season. It's not flying. And Mia came running, and she's flying. Like, everybody's talking about Mia. How many rookies we had that they were the main topic of conversation?
This is true.
Everybody's talking about Mia because she has something with Karen. She has something with Gizelle and Robyn. She has now something with the friend of, what's her name?
Pascala?
Yeah.
Sorry.
The way she inserted herself was like, she's trying to have a moment, but maybe by that time she didn't know that she was going to be a friend of. So we don't know how much footage we have of hers. I'm surprised of how much we've been seeing her so far.
She was trying to step out in these last couple of episodes.
Yeah, I think because she thought she was, what do they hold in Potomac? Do they hold anything?
No.
Yeah. So I'm loving Karen. Like, I wasn't her fan in the beginning. I love to grow this woman. I grew to love her. And, they need to stop attacking like her husband, the Black Bill Gates. At least she has a husband that is entertaining the show, is going on Zoom calls with her to talk about the wigs, the queen that goes from the boardroom to the nightclub, so to the bedroom, So they need to let it go, because that story is getting old. It's just showing that, Robyn, you are sore because there is no marriage. There is no wedding date. There is none.
It's a pandemic.
Well, they don't need to have a big wedding. They don't. They can have just like a ceremony. So many people, they did outdoor ceremonies. Like, they didn't invite 100,000 people, like Cynthia,
I mean, Cynthia's wedding was definitely a super spreader, but she could have held this wedding in a very safe way. This is just Robyn's desperate attempt at having some sort of storyline this season, because she knows she either had to have the wedding or have a baby.
I am sure that Cynthia regrets having her wedding when she did.
You think so?
Yes. I wish if she delayed the marriage to now, she would have secured her peach.
Oh, so you're saying Robyn learned from Cynthia's mistake?
Maybe, yeah. I think so.
Damn.
Robyn, let's face it, her only job is to be the sidekick of Gizelle. And she's there, she inserts herself when even the conversation is not towards her. She inserts herself when she could have been sending like a text to Karen and say, hey, Karen, let's go have a cup of tea, you and I, without Gizelle, without anybody. But she doesn't do that because she doesn't have Giselle's blessings. So.
Miriam, thank you so much for calling in and sharing your thoughts on Shahs and the Real Housewives of Potomac.
Yeah, listen, one more thing about Shahs.
Mm-hmm.
Gigi, she is really a different person. I hope this is the real her. I really do, because it's amazing. She has been the voice of reason. I love the scene when she was holding Reza to fire. She goes, you and the MJ were like two peas in a pod and you attacked each other. You went so low against each other. What is going to warrant me that you're not going to do that when you and I...
A real good question.
Yeah, Reza needs to take a seat. I think he needs to retire the show. Like he's...
Do you think the show needs to retire? Because I've heard that too.
Yeah, because I feel like it's the same storylines. I feel MJ, just because she's married, she gave herself a new life. Gigi, the same thing. I would love them to bring Asa back again, because now these two being mothers, I think they will relate to what she went through. Yeah. And it would be lovely to see a resolution between the three Shah moms. That would be great. I feel like Reza and Michael, it's the same thing over and over again. And Adam give me creepy vibes. And because when you're married, it's a package. This is why it's my title. If we're getting rid of like Adam, we need to get rid of Reza. Reza is not the show. He used to be the show when he was funny, when it was only funny. But when he started attacking people and he takes, Destiny should look, look over her shoulder, because she will be next. Whoever is like buddies with him is the next one that he attacks with your secrets and everything. So
I agree.
You were warned, Destiny.
Ooh. Miriam, thank you so much for calling in.
I twirl away.
She's having a twirl away. If you guys are just joining us, we're recapping, of course, Shahs of Sunset, and this is your opportunity to weigh in on last night's episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac. If you missed out on our live recap yesterday for our subscribers only, be sure to check that out as well. And if you missed out on my collaboration with Layla Lynn and The Grace Report on The Grace Report's channel earlier today, be sure to check out that Real Housewives of Potomac recap as well. All right, we're going to take a couple more callers, and then we're going to wrap this up. Mel, I'm going to bring you up for a quick comment. What's going on, Mel?
How you doing?
Not bad. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Here in New York City, I think like you.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that, okay, so with Shahs of Sunset, what would I say? Reza. For me, I agree with Tommy. I think that if you are a new father, and you do that kind of thing where you're sort of battling with people and stuff like that, you don't want that around your son. You really don't. I don't think there's nothing in the world that would convince me, if I was in his position, to have this man come around. Because for me, I never liked Reza, to be honest with you. I never did. Because the moment he done told the camera, listen, you can't come to me, you can't date me or whatever, if you not that, he said something about the color, It was you got to be a little you got to be white or light in some range. You remember? I never forgot that. Never forgot that. Yeah. So from that point, I always looked at him with the side eye. I was like, okay, really? Have you looked at yourself in the mirror? You about as dark as I am, even darker. So for me, I never looked at him straight that way. But Tommy is absolutely right. Don't have that toxicity in your home around your son. And I don't care if he even like he said in the episode, it doesn't matter if he dropped the restraining order. That man that went through hell already. So this restraining order is like nothing. He can't give him back the stress that he's caused. So yeah, I wouldn't be open to Reza in that way either. Yeah. Now, as far as Potomac, Mia, I like her too. I like Mia very much so. I think she's very girly. I think she's very kooky. And, you know, I think even what you were saying today was pretty funny. You said, oh, what is she doing? Is she up here doing these boxes? I was like, that was a funny one. That was funny. But the thing is, I mean, she must have 15 of these locations, even if they are a franchise. I'm very impressed that, you know, any Black person representing visibility on television, YouTube, anywhere, showing business ownership is an inspiration to me. And she's a beautiful woman, but something obviously is there in her brain to go to these locations and to manage them in some way. So I'm very impressed by that. And also the way she maneuvers through these arguments, because they come in really hot. And Gizelle is pretty, you know, she's pretty, what can you say? She's she doesn't surprise you, because she will smile in your face in the same scene, will turn around and ask you something totally out of bounds. Yeah. And then you're supposed to be thrown off, and she doesn't get thrown off. I like that about her. I really do. I love Candace. What can I say? I think I've said this before too. I love Candace. Love her. And
you love her new song?
Excuse me?
You love her new song, Drive Back? I
do. It's reminded me of. I think everybody's saying Kelly Rowland. I think it's true. Like
that's not good.
Well, wait a minute. Why not? What's wrong with Kelly?
I love Kelly Rowland. I love Kelly Rowland. But when we talk about music-wise, if the song is reminding you of Kelly Rowland, what has that done for Kelly Rowland's solo career?
But you know what? So that's true. But I will tell you this, Mr. Kempire. I think that far as in the Bravo universe, and I watched it for over these couple of years, whatever. That song is the only one I actually download to my phone.
Oh,
that's the only one. I mean, it wasn't Party for the Who and the Giovanni this, and it wasn't none of those songs. It was this particular one. I think I would say about Candace, at the end of the day, a lot of people talk about going to the movies, going to the studio, and going to college. And she actually is doing these things in a real way. I don't know if it had to do with a traumatic interaction she had last year, but homegirl came back and she was singing and acting and had the receipt for it. How she is on the show remains to be seen. We don't know what's going to happen this year, and maybe she will do things, or maybe she'll tweet some things, or be the messy Candace that we love, or that some of us love. But you know, but far as her real life, like the studying and the music and the education, that's real. That's very real, and I give her much respect for that as inspiration as a young Black woman. Yeah, I don't know what else I would cover. I just think that Gizelle, for me. Oh, well, no, I was going to say one thing you said about Reza. You said you want to use crystals. I said you better use your holy water, and you better use your sage. You better use your priest, because Reza, listen, he's toxic. He is out of his mind. I was going to say I love Mike too, and I know it's controversial too. I love Mike, even though Mike, to me, he's very human. He's human. He makes mistakes. He cries. He gets emotional. He gets dramatic. And I love that. He's a good looking man. He's a straight man. And, you know, I whatever he is, I love him. Allegedly. That's right. Come on, boy. Come on. Allegedly. But you know what? Whatever he is, it's nobody else's business. So every time he comes to a scene, I think even in that scene, I'm from Brooklyn, so I couldn't be him coming to that bus, minding my business. The first thing that idiot's doing is going to the hat. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. I didn't talk to you for 2 weeks. Get off of me, because we're going to be in this bus for 48 hours or whatever many hours. It's going to be me and you rumbling on this bus. So you need to just back up a little bit. I don't give a damn what side we playing for. We're going to be two men on this bus going crazy right now. So yeah. Yes. So I think that, you know, thank God for Mike that he was not going there. But I mean, I found Reza in that moment very annoying and petty. It's like, come on now. You didn't see him for 2 weeks. You talk behind his back. If the man's not making eyes with you, leave him alone. We learned that when we were kids. Like, don't mess with people if they're not talking to you. So, yeah, I think Reza, he's just a hot mess. And that's all I'll say about that. But anyway, love the show as always. I'm glad I got, you know, whenever I called into the show, I'd be coming in from the store and I said, let me come on to the camera, you know, be on point, you know, not on point, but just be in the camera today, whatever. But we
appreciate it. It's always nice when we see people's faces.
I know that's right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bill, for calling in.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to take some more callers. Bernice, I'm going to bring you up. Hold on, y'all. Let's move this thing here. Hey, Bernice. Bernice?
Hey, Kempire, how you doing?
Oh, there
Hello,
you go.
can you hear
How
me?
are you?
Can you hear me? Okay.
I think there's a delay.
I'm
Bernice,
doing
I think
fine.
there's
How
a
you
delay.
doing?
Bernice, do me a favor.
Can you hear
Drop
me
out
now?
and then call back in. I think there's a delay, and that's going to cause a lot of conversation overlap. April, I'm going to bring you up for a quick comment. What's going on, April?
Hey, Kemp, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. Long time no see.
Yeah. How you been?
I've been doing okay. How have you been?
Watching these shows and getting upset.
I know. All I have to say is most of what your opinion, I agree with. Reza, I picked up on a while back. I see through his BS. The whole crying bit that he does, he needs an award for that. Because every single time he gets into a tiff with someone, he's just quick with the tears. And I'm like, dude, but you keep repeating the same actions. You know, if you're going to keep doing
let him get
it.
away with it. His friends let him get away with this behavior.
I know. And I'm just over it. I mean, Reza to me he's fake. He's fake and phony. As far as Gigi, I'm super proud of her for the changes that she's made. Now we might see Golnessa soon, but for right now,
A little frightened.
for right now, I'm proud of her because she's actually, doing the right thing. And I did watch Femterra and listen to what she said on your show, and I was blown away because basically what she said, I was already thinking anyway, just from an outsider's perspective, and I'm intuitive as well. But to hear her say it, I'm like, okay, it's making some sense. And
the previews for the next episode, some of the things that she said is coming true.
Right. Especially, I mean, I was really kind of shocked though when she said that MJ is protecting her family and really doesn't want to make amends with Reza. That's kind of what she said. And I'm like, you know what, that kind of makes sense that MJ has to pretend a little bit. I do think MJ does want a relationship with Reza, but I also think that she's smart enough to protect her, her son and her husband and her immediate family. I think she's kind of torn, in my opinion, because I do think she misses Reza in a way because they have all that history together.
Yeah.
Mike, well, come on now. I mean, Mike is not going to change. If he hasn't changed yet, he's not going to. Yeah. Especially being on national television, it's in your face. You can see what an idiot you're being. You can see that he needs counseling and he needs to take it seriously. That's all I got to say about Mike. I like London. I didn't Reza was just being Reza. Even NJ said it in the side clip. She was like, you don't come for Reza. And Gigi's like, you can be scary. And Gigi, a lot of people think Gigi was scary with the knives and everything, but Reza's scary in a different way. Gigi's in your face scary. Reza is a snake in the grass scary. I'd rather you be in my face scary because then I know what to expect than you be slithering around behind my backyard.
Not slithering.
You know what I'm saying? Not just in the backyard where I can't see you. If you're in my face, I know what to expect. So to me, Reza's scarier than Gigi with a knife.
Yep.
And then what were we talking about? Potomac.
Okay.
How
are you feeling about the season so far?
Based
on the ratings, it seems accurate.
Well, there was all this hype about it saying, don't sleep on Potomac. So I was excited. I'm like, thank God we're finally going to get Real Housewives that's going to be more entertaining. I was let down.
It's only episode 4 though.
I know. I'm still going to watch. I'm going to give it a chance, but Gizelle, I like Gizelle. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. She's in your face. A lot of people don't though. Like when I hear and they're always talking about her fashion. I'm like, I just like her as a person.
The fashions are bad, April. Come on. The fashions are bad.
Yeah,
I can like her, but I don't like the fashion.
Well, yeah, I know. But I mean, I hear a lot about that and this, and everybody's saying Karen's the queen of Potomac and whatnot. Anyway, I like Gizelle and I like Karen and I like Robyn. Robyn is boring. Robyn doesn't have a storyline, and everybody's waiting on this wedding, and that's going to be the only thing she's riding on. That's all she's got going for her is this potential wedding. Yeah. And I'm praying that it happens. I hope that her and Juan work it out.
Oh, April, you're so innocent and believe that this is gonna happen.
I didn't say I believe it. I'm saying I'm hoping that it does. Okay. I'm not saying that I think it will.
If so, I need to see a marriage license.
Oh God. I'm trying to cover everything quickly so that other callers can come in. But so yeah, I think I've also heard through the grapevine that Juan is gay and Robyn knows it. Now I heard this. This is allegedly, Kemp. This is allegedly. I heard that he is gay and that him and Michael actually did something.
Okay, come on, April.
This is allegedly, Kemp. I don't know anything. I don't live in Potomac. I live in South Carolina. I don't know.
I'm just gonna keep this up.
Okay. No. I'm just saying. Well, but I think Robyn knows. But anyway, that's allegedly. I don't know. And if that's what makes them happy, then do it.
First of all, if Juan Dixon is, I'm so glad Juan Dixon is not here right now. But if he is gay, I hope he would do better than Michael Darby.
Well, I hope anybody would do better than Michael Darby. Look at look at how pretty Ashley is. She's gorgeous. She's popping them babies out and she's losing that weight and she is snatched. So I don't even know what she's doing with him. But okay, let's move on. Besides that, I'm trying to cover everything. Okay, who am I missing? I already said Karen. I'm proud of Karen, and I don't know Karen. I don't know. I don't know about Karen. I mean, I think she's come a long way, and I'm proud. I'm glad that her and her husband are working things out, and I hope that his D is doing something for her now. Who else? Oh, Mia. I don't know what I think about her. She kind of seems like she's got secrets, and I don't trust her very well. She's another snake in the grass to me.
Not a snake in the grass.
Another one you need to watch out for. Who am I missing, Kemp? Who have I not talked about?
Ashley? Besides Ashley?
Candace.
Oh.
Well, Candace needs to... well, I think it's great that she's trying to pursue her music career. I personally am not a fan of it. It seems very monotonous, and it seems like all her songs sound the same to me. She needs to shake it up.
All of her 2 songs?
Well, yeah, they sound the same. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. She's working on this record, but she's got 2 songs that I know. I know she had that one she did for her husband at the wedding. Mm-hmm. And then she's got this, what is it, Rollback or?
Drive Back.
Drive Back. I watched the video when it came out, and I wasn't very impressed with it. It just seems like it's not a record deal is all I'm trying to say. It's a catchy tune. I mean, it's not bad. She's a great singer. I damn sure can't do that. So I'm not hating on the girl. Do you? But yeah, she needs to fire her husband and get somebody else to help her out. Just being honest, Kemp.
All right, I have to get to some other people though, April. I appreciate you calling in.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I must have ran it on.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Thank you so much for calling in.
You're welcome.
All right, guys. If you're watching this, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel because you're getting daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, and reality TV recaps. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're going to take a couple of more callers, quick callers. No offense, but look, I already told you guys I didn't plan to be here this long. But we're recapping Shahs of Sunset and the Real Housewives of Potomac. Last night we did a recap. If you missed that, be sure to check that out as well. Today, it's open to everyone to be a part of the conversation. I see everything that you guys are saying in the chat. We'll take some call. Bernice, I'm going to bring you back up. Hey, Bernice.
Hello, kid. Hello.
Thoughts on this stuff.
Okay, let me get this right. Reza has always been a spoiled brat. Don't work well with others.
Oh.
If he find out anything about you and you do something that he don't like, that's not pertaining to his world, he's gonna turn on you. And I wouldn't have that negative, toxic person around my child. And I don't blame the father. rebuke the demon inside, outside, and all around me in Jesus' name. That's what he is.
Oh my God.
When people show you who they are, that's who they are. That's who Reza is. He's been there since day one.
Yeah.
Okay? Him, Tisha, and Candace are all the same type of people. If you don't agree with what I'm doing, you the enemy. And I would, heck no. No. And he's a snake in the grass. Yes.
Agreed.
I mean, you did this to his mother, to the child's mother, when she was trying to give that child birth. And you there dragging her down instead of trying to uplift her. And this was a hard pregnancy for her. The only person you was thinking about was your damn self. You wasn't thinking of her. I don't want you in my
He's
life.
still thinking about himself because this whole thing is about him.
Yes, him. Like, no. Instead of taking a look back, like, you know what? I wasn't the best of friends. I have more respect for you if you would have came there like, you know what? I did you wrong. I'm sorry. I apologize. That's you and your husband. And y'all produced that child. That's your priority. I'm not a part of that.
Yeah.
Because when you married him, y'all became one. I'm not one of that one included.
Yeah.
But Reza not gonna do that. I was just looking at House of Aaron, and he just came out saying that they did reshotting scenes again with Gizelle. You know, when she come out with Ashley saying, well, you heard about such and such husband seeing somebody, talking about Miss 4 Degrees husband. They done reshot that scene because at first Gizelle was they was in a different restaurant. Come on now. So y'all about to do to what y'all did to Monique, y'all finna do to her? So come on now. Ooh.
I guess we shall see.
We shall see. And Candace, I'm sorry, baby, that baby before who said he gonna compare her to Kelly Rowland. Baby, that was sweet. That was just so sweet. But no, Kelly Rowland. Kelly would run rings around the circles with Candace. Okay. The styles of voices is totally two different things. Come on now. The tone and the textures are different.
Yeah.
Okay. We know that Candace is Luann of the Potomac. Let's not go there.
Oh my God. Bernice. Not the Luann.
Yes, she is.
I definitely think Candace can sing better than Luann.
She can hold a note better than Luann, but her personality makes I don't even want to listen to her music. Okay? And I'm a music type of person. I give everybody a chance. Like, they said her single, like, okay, I don't care. Just because of her personality and like, okay. Because when Karen came over to her house so they could hash it out, and you didn't notice that the stepdaughter came down and she sat on the stairs. And I'm sorry, adults in the room, ain't no kids around. Candace didn't look up and say, baby, you need to take your butt back in your room. But you saying you're trying to be a better person. You got to be a better parent too. Look up at that child and say, ain't no kids here. Go back in your room. She didn't do that. And then for you to tell Karen, like, well, I forgive you, but I don't trust you. Karen didn't do nothing to you, boo. She just didn't agree with you and your bull. She held you accountable, just like you held Monique accountable, saying. But she got that mentality. If you don't agree with me, you the enemy.
No.
Oh, well, okay. I can't deal with you another season like that. You ain't growing. And you, because they're trying to own. Somebody had an article talking about how your husband sold his restaurant. It wasn't his restaurant, allegedly. He was an employee at the restaurant, allegedly.
Bernice.
So how can you sell something that you didn't own, allegedly? Because I don't need Chris Bassett to come at me like, okay, whatever.
Bernice, thank you so much for calling. Crack me up. I can't.
Like, really? Okay, but no, don't bring that baby around Reza. No, No, and she just need to let Reza go. I mean, y'all got history, but you being an adult, you got to let people go. And what Reza is one of the people you got to let go.
Yeah, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly on that one. Bernice, thank you so much for calling in.
Okay, kiddo. You have a good one.
You too. All right, we're going to take a couple more callers. Everyone else, please just call back when we go live again. More than likely, we'll go live again. I saw someone ask about us doing 90 Day Fiance. I am going to get back into doing 90 Day Fiance. I might go live tomorrow to do a 90 Day Fiance recap. Stay tuned. Once I'm done with here, I have to watch that. I have not even watched it yet. Twana Don, thank you so much for the super chat. You know what I got to do. Where's my sound effects? Shimmy. Okay, Twana Don says, I got to let you know you're awesome as well as everyone in the comments. Thank you, Twana. We appreciate your support of the channel. And when you call in and don't know what we're talking about. All right, Watch D. I'm going to bring you up for a comment. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. Let me just take this off. 1 second. Sorry, Watch D. Hold on. Dude, there we go. All right.
Can you hear me good?
Yes.
Okay, I got some music in the background, so I just wanted to make sure you
Oh,
can
no.
hear me good.
No music. Mute the music. First of all the callers playing music, especially if it's copywritten music on a YouTube channel, will get our channel demonetized, or not even the channel, the video demonetized. So we can't have any music playing in the background. I play music that I have royalty paid for. So just a heads up to everyone that calls in.
It's not copyrighted though. Someone's playing the drums, but I can call it.
Oh, but I don't know. Look, they might try and come get me later.
No.
Okay,
I just know it's loud.
music.
So
okay.
I just want to know if you can hear me good though.
Yes, I can.
Okay. Well, okay. So I want to give I don't watch the Shahs, but I'm starting to feel like I need to. I'm listening. I'm like, what is going on? Am I missing something here?
Watch the early seasons. I think this current
I will
season.
have to do that.
Yeah,
I like to get it all in. I feel like it's the only way for me to really see what's going on. So I'm gonna give them a try. I definitely am, because this is real interesting. I want to see what's going on. But of course, I watch RHOP, and I'm here for the girls. Like I said, I love Mia. I'm sorry, she's carrying it. Yes, it's only the 4 episodes, but she's carrying this season like no other. Honestly, she's doing it. I mean, she's more interesting than all the girls right now. I know we have a Scala, but to me, a Scala is giving, I'll do whatever Gizelle and Robyn want me to do because this is how I need to get in. This is my spot. It's almost like we're not really getting her. Like, what does she really do? What's going on? Do you have any kids? I don't know if she's just going to be a friend of the show. I mean, that looks like so. But, we need a little bit more. I don't know what's going on. You jumping in with the mess, but we don't know what's going on about you.
We don't even know you, girl.
We don't know you. Like, she was like, hold on, it's a lot going on. I was like, who are you? What's her name again? That's how I felt. Like, what's her name? I just couldn't get it. I just felt like she needed to park at that moment. And then she tried to keep it cute with the Twitter, and Mia shut her down again.
Yeah.
yeah, that was real cute. I didn't like the thing with Gizelle with her daughter. I did not. I felt like that was kind of, imagine how her daughter felt if she felt it the first time. That's all as the background noise. I agree. I agree. A little something to throw in there, a little kick of pepper or something.
Oh,
but I just felt like she could have been better with that. Imagine how her daughter felt. It's not the first time, not the second time. Like, and here you go again. I think that shouldn't even air. Obviously, she knew the cameras were there. I think that's why she came back to the car and wasn't even going to say like how many she got wrong or anything. That was not the time, Gizelle. It was time to console your daughter, especially if she got her little sisters in the background. They're going to be kids. They're going to laugh. They don't see, but when they're in that
and they even held it back. They held it back.
They did really well. The one that was directly behind Grace, she did not. They was asking her, "You guys nervous?" She was like, "I'm chilling." Like she was like, "I'm good." Like she didn't really, But they're gonna build that when they get that age and they want to do that too. And I think she needs to be more hands on, especially if she failed the written part, like the questionnaire. You have apps out there that can help you, and not saying anything towards her daughter, but I felt like, come on now, Gizelle, this is not the time to laugh and put this on camera, to use this as a storyline. This is the time to buckle down as a parent. I would cut that camera off and said, babe, let's really handle this. We don't want you to, it didn't need to be aired at all. It was that moment for her to be a parent and not a personality. That's just how I felt.
You got to preach.
that's just how I felt. You got to have that balance, you know what I mean? So people know that you're real. And I always say, I don't like Gizelle, but I always commend her on how she is with her daughters. When the daughters come on the screen, I'm melting for Gizelle. I'm just melting. It's like the daughters and Giselle. That's how I feel.
I have to say, you kind of favor Monique to me. I'm looking at you. I'm like, wait a second.
Don't do that.
Yeah, everybody in the chat, don't.
Really? Oh, thank you, Chad.
I was like, wait a second. I was like, is this Monique?
You know, I will take it though. Thank you so much because she's beautiful. She's beautiful.
And so are you.
Thank you. Candace, I don't like Candace either, crying Candace, but I'll say
of course
this.
You don't, Monique.
right. You know, another wig snatcher. No, I'm kidding. But I just felt like her voice. I do like her voice. I don't think she needs all that auto tune. Honestly, I think she has a good voice. You know, but I think her acting is way better.
Yeah.
Even on the show and off the show.
Oh.
I think her acting is really good, honestly. Like she can act. The movie she's in, I'm not mad at her. And I think she should put full force into that. I don't know so much about her husband being her husbander. You know, I don't know. I kind of agree with Dorothy. Like, good luck with that. Like, you know, I don't know. He's just looking like, you know, a house husband at this point, you know, so. You know, but hey, he's busy raising kids, being her, you know, is even there with the gigs that she was at. I didn't even see him there. She always phoned him in and he was her husbander. Yeah. So for him being both, he needs to be there, I would think. I don't know. I'm not married, so I'm just going to say that. But it would be helpful if he was there, I think. So, you know, not over the phone. I understand he has his own things too, but you need to figure it out, honey.
Yeah,
figure it out.
I agree. Watch
who else?
I wish we could run through the cast, but
I know we got time, but I'm gonna let you go.
I appreciate it though. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thanks, Monique, for calling in. Guys, Twan Don, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, happy Monday, everyone. Appreciate you so much. Candace ain't going nowhere. She got this new mortgage. Y'all are so silly. But you know what I love is that we have such diverse opinions that call in and diverse opinions in the chat. There are people that love Candace. There are people that don't like Candace. There are people that love Gizelle. There are people that don't like Gizelle. Please know that this is a safe space. No matter what my opinion may be on any of these women, which usually, y'all know, I like to twerk on the fence. Even with that being said, it's a safe space for you guys to call in and share your thoughts or have a mature and civil conversation in the chat or the comments. If you're watching the replay, I want to know your thoughts on the latest episode of Shahs of Sunset and the latest episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. Don't forget, every single Monday on either my channel, Layla Lynn's channel, or The Grace Report, we're recapping the latest episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac. So be sure to subscribe to all of us if you haven't already. Also, don't forget, here on the channel, you're getting daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, and reality TV. And don't forget, a new episode of my podcast. On the podcast, we talk about a variety of topics that I don't talk about anywhere else. So be sure to check out the new episode that came out this weekend, Kempire Radio on all podcast platforms. For more information on other ways you can connect with me and other things are available in the description of this video. Shout out to everyone that called in. Shout out to everyone that sent in a super chat. Shout out to all my mods and shout out to everyone that was a part of the conversation in the chat. I appreciate you all being here. Let's get out of here with some music. I apologize that I didn't get to everyone's phone call, but as I said to you before, I didn't even plan to be on here an hour and a half. But I love hearing everyone's opinions, and I appreciate you all calling in. Let's just segue out of this, and I will see you guys tomorrow. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Let's get out of here, and I will see you guys mañana. Be sure to like this video if you haven't liked it already.